Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, well, you guys probably know about Project xCloud by now, the existence of it, and you've seen videos of me in the past where I showed you guys playing Halo on Project xCloud through various devices such as the phone and the Nintendo Switch as well. But if you want to check those videos, feel free to look back and find them. But a lot of people brought up the concern about Project xCloud that playing it on the phone, while it's cool, it's such a small screen, and games like Halo should be played on bigger screens. Which, it makes sense. I can agree with that. I mean, it's cool either way, but a lot of people really much prefer to play on bigger screens and probably can't really get used to the smaller screens. And I have done video playing on a slightly bigger screen than the Nintendo Switch. However, there's an even bigger and still portable screen that you can play this on, and that is the Ozai portable monitor. So, the folks at Ozai were actually kind enough to send me one of their monitors for me to review, and for this video, that's what we'll be taking a look at. And I'll be showing you guys what the monitor's like, all the features of it, and a few other nifty things with it. So let's get right into it. So this monitor, it has 3 interfaces on it: USB-C for charging, USB-C for video, and mini HDMI. And of course on the other side you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is pretty great. You still have those on devices these days, because I'm a huge proponent of the headphone jack. I really can't stand that phones are removing it now. But anyways, so this monitor, it's 15.6 inches, and it's a full HD 1080p monitor with HDR support. It is an IPS panel as well with a wide viewing angle. So it's also very thin and very light, which is really great because that makes it really portable. And instead of like lugging your PC monitor around, this is actually meant to be carried around in like your backpack or something, because it's very thin and very light, and it's just like carrying around like a tablet, like an iPad or something. And of course, this is the back of it. You can see it's actually the panel itself is very thin without the cover. And of course, the cover does serve a purpose. The cover is the actual like stand for it, and it works very well too. And you saw on the side there's a little switch there to adjust the settings of the monitor. And I bring that up because this monitor, like, not only does it support like full HD and HDR and multiple displays, but it's also a FreeSync monitor, which means aside from connecting to my phone for xCloud, it can also be connected to like an actual PC or a laptop with a graphics card that supports FreeSync, or even the Xbox One X, which supports AMD FreeSync as well. You could actually use a console on this, but of course at that point it's a little less portable, the whole console. But if you are actually like lugging your console around while traveling or something, then by all means this works great. It's HDR and FreeSync, which is pretty awesome, and it's also pretty reasonably priced for all those features. But anyways, let's take a look at how the monitor actually works. So one really cool thing is that you don't actually need a separate power adapter for the monitor. You can, and I highly recommend it. But you could just plug it straight into your phone with USB-C if you have a USB-C phone, and your phone will actually power the monitor. You don't really need the monitor is self-powered that way. You don't really need an external power supply. But like I said, I do highly recommend it because A, it'll drain your phone's battery a little faster if the phone is powering itself and the monitor, and B, with an external power supply, the monitor does perform a lot better and has better brightness as well, which makes sense. But if you're on the go and you don't want to plug in like 2 cables at the same time, then you do have the option of just powering it off your phone. But we're going to plug it in now for an optimal experience. So once we plug it in and turn the power on, which you could use like a portable battery pack or like one of those phone, portable phone chargers. That works great for powering the monitor as well. And of course, most phones these days, like Android phones, and I think even iPhones. I don't know about iPhones though. I haven't used them for a while, but they all should support external displays. And most newer Android phones also support like a desktop mode that you can use, which you just saw there, especially with Samsung. You have Samsung Dex. But in desktop mode, it's still pretty easy to access the apps, and you can start up xCloud again like I just did and have full screen apps going on and play Halo in full screen on a 15.6 inch display which is actually a pretty decent size for this use case. So as you can see here, we are playing Halo on a much bigger screen, and still through xCloud and with an Xbox controller, but without the actual console or anything else. It's like I said, it's really great for playing Halo on the go. It's really portable, and you know, it's much preferable for people who don't like to play on tiny phone screens for a game like Halo. And of course, there's other games you can play too, besides Halo. xCloud has a lot of games, and like I said, you can plug in other devices like actual consoles and PCs. So, you know, if you're a PC gamer and you have a laptop you want to bring on the go, and you want like a dual monitor setup, because you know, who doesn't have like dual monitors anymore these days? If you're like a hardcore PC gamer, you can actually have dual monitor setup again with a laptop on the go, like a gaming laptop. And you know, the specs are really great for this. But yeah, if you guys are definitely interested in this, then feel free to check it out. The link to the item is in the description below. But other than that, hopefully you guys have found this video to be interesting, and if you are interested in this product and want to check it out, the link to it is in the description below. So if you guys do end up getting it, then hopefully you guys enjoy it. But other than that, I do want to once again thank Ozai for sending me the monitor to review, and aside from that, I will see you all next time. Bye guys!